While fans expected a memorial or public service to follow shortly after Frank Fritz's death, the event has remained delayed for several months. The reasons for this delay are multifaceted, involving personal, logistical, and perhaps even emotional considerations that have contributed to the extended wait. One of the most significant reasons for the delay could be the desire for privacy. Fritz's family, particularly those closest to him, may have wanted to grieve privately before making arrangements for a public memorial. The process of mourning the loss of a loved one can take time, and it's possible that Frank's family needed more space before feeling ready to organize a memorial that would also involve the public and fans. Frank Fritz's family was known to be relatively private about their lives, and many fans have speculated that they did not want to rush into an event that could turn into a media frenzy. It's entirely possible that those close to Fritz needed more time to handle the logistics, gather friends and family, and plan a service that properly honors his memory. Another factor contributing to the delay could be the sheer scale of the logistics involved in organizing a public memorial. Fritz's death garnered national attention, and such a memorial would likely involve coordination between multiple parties, including the production company behind Americanpickers, media outlets, and possibly the public. The difficulty of organizing a memorial that would honor his legacy while also respecting his privacy and the wishes of his family cannot be underestimated. It is possible that the memorial has been delayed due to difficulties in coordinating these various elements, especially with the added complication of public health concerns, travel logistics for his loved ones, and the involvement of a wider circle of friends, colleagues, and fans. Frank Fritz's passing also deeply affected his co-stars, particularly Mike Wolfe, with whom he had a close friendship and worked with for years. It's been reported that the relationship between the two men was not without its ups and downs, especially after Fritz took a break from the show. Yet, despite any tensions, Mike Wolfe shared an emotional tribute to his former co-host after his death, reflecting on their time together both on and off screen. The emotional toll on those closest to Fritz, his friends, colleagues, and even fans, may have contributed to the delay in organizing a memorial. The emotional weight of losing someone who had such an impact on their lives could have made it difficult to move forward with the planning process, as it's not uncommon for people to delay or postpone memorials when dealing with the emotional fallout of loss. As with many high-profile individuals, there could also be legal and financial factors at play in the delay of the memorial. Handling the estate of a public figure can be a complex and lengthy process, involving the sorting out of finances, property, and other legal matters. It's possible that this process could have led to delays in planning the public memorial. In addition, the involvement of Americanpickers producers, networks, and other professional entities could require additional time to properly plan an event that aligns with the image of the show and its star. Coordinating such an event can take longer than expected, particularly when the deceased is a public figure with a widespread fan base. At the core of it all, there is the undeniable fact that Frank Fritz's legacy continues to live on. His contribution to Americanpickers was invaluable. His knowledge of antiques, his eye for hidden treasures, and his quick wit made him an unforgettable presence on television. His absence has left a void, not only for his fans, but for the entire Americanpickers franchise. Perhaps the delay in the memorial is a reflection of the importance placed on creating an event that truly honors his legacy. Frank Fritz was not just a star on a TV show. He was a beloved personality who connected with viewers through his passion for the past and his authenticity. It's possible that those involved in the memorial process want to ensure that it truly encapsulates the spirit of who he was and the mark he left on the world. Why is the memorial service for Frank Fritz postponed for 5 months? Hello everyone, my name is Alana B. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. up. A memorial service for the late Americanpickers star Frank Fritz has been postponed for several months. Recent claims of disputes involving the late star's friends and family are linked to the announcement. What was originally intended for the memorial was also recently disclosed by a source. From 2010 to 2020, Frank Fritz co-starred with Mike Wolfe on Americanpickers. In the hopes of discovering unique gems, the two went across the nation to search for antiques for the event. Fritz was thought to be having back surgery around 2020. By 2021, though, he had been formally fired from Americanpickers. Fritz sadly passed away on September 30, 2024. He had experienced a stroke approximately 2 years prior. At the time of his passing, the Americanpickers star was 60 years old. Fritz's relatives and friends have been arguing over the TV personality's estate, as was previously reported. Frank's father, Bill Fritz, was allegedly contesting the will at the time, claiming that his son's capacity for making decisions was compromised at the time the will was drafted. In contrast, Fritz's friends questioned Bill's relationship with his son and said that it respected his preferences. The dispute over the will has also affected a memorial service for the deceased celebrity, according to the U.S. Sun. According to the publication, Fritz's memorial service was planned for the spring. However, it will be delayed for around 5 months due to the court disputes. His close motorcycle family planned a motorcycle run that includes riding Frank's ashes to Savannah, Illinois, where his longtime friend Jerry runs his antique store, a source told the publication. They intended to have live music, which might involve closing off some roadways. They do have plans for more, but that's all for now. His father contested the will as his friends were organizing the memorial. Fritz was the one who requested a grand celebration with his friends, the insider continued. They were said to be aware of all his wishes for a celebration of life. His father did not know what his son wanted, the insider continued. Since September, this celebration of life had been planned. My understanding at this point, and this was his will, he wanted to come on the back of a motorcycle or a sidecar with his ashes in an urn with a big ride, and go back to the Quad Cities, Fritz's buddy Jerry Gendro revealed at that time. We'll do everything we can for him, Gendro added. He was genuinely interested in doing that. As previously mentioned, Fritz was placed under guardianship before to his death. Plans were also disclosed by his guardian, Chris Davis. A celebration of life in the future is planned. It will be large. Fans are welcome. My band is one of the many bands that have already expressed interest in playing there. Have you been keeping up with this tale? Have you seen Americanpickers Frank Fritz? For the most recent information about celebrities and reality TV, be sure to return to TV show's Ace. Frank Fritz, one of the beloved stars of the hit TV show Americanpickers, passed away unexpectedly in the summer of 2023, leaving fans and viewers in shock. His vibrant personality and unique sense of humor made him a fan favorite for over a decade, but his untimely passing also sparked a slew of questions about his legacy. However, what has left many fans perplexed is the fact that, even 5 months after his death, his memorial service has yet to be held. Why the delay? What could possibly have caused such a significant pause in honoring the life of this iconic figure in the world of antique collecting? To understand why Frank Fritz's memorial has been postponed, we must take a closer look at the events surrounding his passing, the logistics involved, and the impact of his death on his friends, family, and fans alike. Frank Fritz's death came as a total surprise. Known for his role as the energetic co-host of Americanpickers, Fritz had developed a large, loyal fan base who admired his love for antiques and his genuine interactions with people. His death, however, was met with confusion as the details surrounding his health were not widely known prior to the news. Fritz had been struggling with health issues for several years, including a battle with Crohn's disease, and had taken time off from the show in 2020. Fans had noticed his absence from the screen, but were hopeful for his return. His death brought an overwhelming outpouring of grief, particularly from his co-stars and friends. No official date has been announced. It seems likely that the memorial will be held at some point in the future. Fans will undoubtedly be eagerly awaiting a chance to pay their respects to Frank Fritz, and the American Pickers team will likely find a way to honor his life in a manner befitting the man who brought so much joy to the hearts of viewers. Though the delay is frustrating for many, it's important to remember that memorials are deeply personal events that take time and careful consideration. When it happens, it will likely be a moment for the world to come together and remember Frank Fritz for the one-of-a-kind person he was. In the meantime, Frank Fritz's fans can continue to celebrate his memory by revisiting his work on American Pickers and reflecting on the many contributions he made to the world of antiques and beyond. His legacy is far from forgotten, and when his memorial does finally take place, it will be a tribute to the man who helped bring the world of treasure hunting into the homes of millions. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Pickers 24, and stay with us.